All right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. We've got 30 minutes till the market opens up. Again, a big move in Boyle. You know, I'm always a fan of Boyle. This stock took a major correction, did that big reverse stock split. You could see it right here. Did a reverse stock split, and sure enough, stock's on a big move. So we're going to keep an eye on this stock. It started all from yesterday till today. Hold on. Looks like audio's down there. There we go. But but we're going to talk about some of the stocks that are moving. There was been yesterday we had a really good day. A couple other good stocks that moved. Listen, today is more of a getting into this week. I told you yesterday in the last couple of days. We had a couple of corrections that happened in the market, and with those corrections in the market, things obviously had a little slowdown here regarding about the summers, but as much of the volatility that we had, there's always action. There's some people always ask me, is it slow? Is it a bad time to trade? There's never a bad time to trade. There's 19,000 stocks. They're not all trading flat. So we're going to check them out and move on. But anyway, this stock, obviously, what's going on with gas. Gas took a huge leap, and this stock has obviously been doing pretty well because of it. So definitely going to keep an eye on that. It's up almost $8. My God, that is a huge run up from this morning, and then from yesterday. You could see it started all around yesterday too. You could see that, but now it's really starting to pack up some wind. Remember, when a stock does a reverse stock split, okay, I think it did it 15-1. That means it could move 15 times. It's got 15 times less shares outstanding, which could make it a lot more volatile. Now, the stock is a fast-moving stock. You got to be a Category 3. Remember, I talked about that yesterday. When you're new here to Cybertrade University, some of you probably jump in there and be like, "Oh my God, never realized how fast these stocks move." And once you start looking and seeing that, like, you think this is fast, imagine you actually trading it without even seeing it. And that's why people blow up their accounts. But anyway, let's talk about some of the stocks that are moving this morning. So there were a couple of stocks that moved yesterday, and I like to keep them on the radar. So we had this one stock, APLS. It had a good move yesterday, went from 23 to 25. Now, this stock could be a little bit of a dead cat bounce. So it could be it could convert into a swing trade. You could see here that this stock got destroyed, was all the way up here in the 90s, came all the way back down, and then it had this really nice day over here where it ran from like 21 to like 25, and it's got a little bit of resistance levels there. But this stock, I mean, it had a good move yesterday as a day trade, but it could be a swing trade. It is on a little bit on the riskier side, but that one, keep that on a watch list. BRSH, very inexpensive stock, $5 stock. You could see it started right around 2 o'clock. Had this really nice move, got halted a couple of times, $3 all the way to $8. That was awesome. Whoever jumped on that bandwagon. LCID, all these electric cars did pretty well, $6 to $7. This one's a little more controlled. Revvion also has been a great swing trade. Back in July 14 up to 26, came back down a little bit, testing some major support levels right here. So that one we're going to keep an eye on also. Tilray obviously been doing phenomenal. I think that was probably the easiest, most comfortable stock to trade. You had some really good iceberg orders. It went from like 240 up to about $3. No, I was trying to my son's friends came over, and they wanted to ask. They all want to learn how to trade, and I'm like, of course you should learn how to trade. I mean, you're in college. I mean, whenever you're around, you could do something. And they were asking me, like, how do you find these stocks? How these things go? Maybe they move too fast, whatever it is. And the big thing I was trying to explain to them is that they thought that you need a lot of money to do this. You don't need a lot of money when you look at a stock like Tilray, because when you look at the numbers, 240 to, let's say, 280 is 40 cents on 1,000 shares. That's $400. You're talking $100,000 salary right there at the end of the year. A lot of people don't put two and two together. Like, wow, I never thought 40 cents could be that much. What does it do? They started asking me. I know what it does, but does it really matter? If it's moving, that's all you care about. Anyway, that was a really good call yesterday. And then TDS, this thing has been on a rocket lately. This was probably the best one out of this one from all the way from the morning. You could see how it ran from 9:30, ran from like 13, had all Fausto flags, higher highs, boom, higher highs, all the way to $17. So if you missed it in the morning, you could have joined it and got a piece of it in the afternoon. A lot of support at 16.50, ran to 17, 50-cent move. That was awesome. All right, so let's go back. Let's go do some shopping. Let's walk around and do what we got going on. So anyway, Boyle moving up really, really nice. Okay, so when I go check over here on Boyle, I want to show you level 4 really quick. For some of you who have never seen it, maybe watching on social media, but when we trade, we always want to follow orders. And you can see right here that Boyle has some major, major resistance levels. Big iceberg over here, right here at 78. You had a couple of people here at 76, 77. That guy just got done. Not only did he get done, but there was buyers here at 74, 75. Look at these people getting done. So where's the next resistance? 8,000 right here at 80 bucks. You're talking about $202 away from there. This is what you need to do. So Boyle, very, very good stock. I was a big fan of Boyle. You know that we have it in our swing trade, you know, and kind of like didn't do anything here for about a month. But once again, don't take this personal, okay? I know people are ticked off of what happened with gas, how much is going up, whatever it is, inflation, the Green New Deal. Those politics make opportunities for traders. So if you're anti-gas or you're pro-gas, whatever it is, this stock, we're traders and we benefit from it. And that's what's going on in Boyle. So listen, you could sit there and watch it all day, but when you have a stock that's going up $9, that's what it's all about. Anyway, a couple of stocks, maybe a little bit on the slower side we could watch. We just got this big move right now that just started around 9 o'clock this morning, this RENB. Great move, new IPO. You could see it, 50 cents. Look at the stock up 350. I'll be a little cautious about it. It's about 200% right now. It's up a lot in pre-market. I mean, listen, if you up that much, I think you probably would take a profit right now, okay? So if not every day, you're up 200%. Don't look at the $2, $3. Oh, maybe it'll go to 20. Look at the percent, and that goes from there. This one on the other one's gapped up pretty big. This one's up about 71%. It was a $3 gapped up to resistance levels back in February. Do I have? No, I don't have the level 4 set up here. I thought I had set up. Good volume, though. I'll put it up here. Let's see what we got here. DBTX. So DBTX, got to look at some orders here. Okay, so we had an iceberg order right here around 550. I'll just slide over here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You see it right there, 550 right there. Looks like we got that big resistance levels right there. Yeah, right there. Oops, hold on one second. Let me share something a little bit different for people in the cyber group room. You're probably not seeing the level 4. There we go. All right. Sorry about that, guys. There you go. So if you're on social media now, you should be able to see it. Okay. So we had a good move right there, and that's the reason why I had that big pop. It came back down. And you know what? It's got a good move. It's got good volume, 70%, 1.8 million shares in pre-market, DBTX. We'll put it on the watch list. We only made it down to number 2. TNGX, another stock, gapped up pretty big, up 34%, 2 million shares, but she's on a downtrend. She's just got some big support levels from what it looks like at 470. But the only problem is I'm not seeing any orders out there on level 4. So I'm going to probably scratch that out for now. All right. What else we got going on here? This one is gapped up pretty big, but pre-market shares are pretty light in pre-market. LPSN, this stock was a pretty good stock. We remember we traded this stock before in the past. It looks like she's trading at the highs. It's got some good volatility in here. Tier size, little small, 900,000 shares. I'll put this on our watch list. Not bad. This one looks like a move. TX, nice little push. Stock took a big hit. Breaks out biggest rule, number 1, the T rule. ARRAY, this one we also traded in the past, but look at the spread. Tier size is very small. Penn, same thing. So you got to remember, just because these stocks are moving doesn't mean we're going to trade them. I mean, this one is pretty good. This one I looked at earlier, the GRRR. Very tradable, cheap stock, good spread, good tier sizes. GRRR is going on the watch list. So we got a ladder effect right here. 240, 250, 260-ish, right around there. So that looks like where our resistance levels are. But this stock, you remember, we traded back in July and went from $2, then ran to $6. Yeah, obviously, it was a short squeeze. But we know the stock does move. If you did trade with us back then on that day, go check your level 4 and see what's going on. The stock is getting destroyed. It's got warrants, but doesn't look like anything exciting about that one. LPTV took a big hit. Volume is okay. Tier size is a little small. Toast, not really crazy about that. Boyle, we already have on the watch list. Up 700,000 shares. Tier size is small. Looks like it's kind of holding here. I don't know. I'll put this on the B list. Remember, we always have like 2 lists. Twilio looks like she's moving today, but she's only up 7%. So we're not really seeing anything there. All right. I think that pretty much does it. GRR looks pretty decent. See, I'll probably test that 240. All right. Anything else that we're missing that we not call out? Like you mentioned earlier, Michael, the Array, it's not a bad stock. It is on the expensive side. It's just, remember, it's got a big spread. Okay. And remember, you didn't make any money until you actually sell that stock. Okay. So right off the bat, when you jump into that, you're going to be down about 20, 30 cents. Yes. That is another one that's popping up right now. The UNG? Okay. So UNG is another natural gas. Same thing like Boyle. So UNG, another one you could throw up on there, moving up pretty nicely. Only thing with UNG, let me look over here on level 4, UNG. This is the problem with UNG when you're dealing with it with level 4. This is all algorithms. See, it's all algos. So it's very, very hard to see a predominant iceberg order. So that's the only issue about it. Ron saying Square. Was it SQ? Nah. I mean, Square took a big hit, but I would probably pass on it. Not interested. Anybody else on, I see on social media, anybody out there on YouTube, Facebook, anyone else looking at something? That pretty much does it. We got our list right here. For some of you can't see it, there's basically the list. We'll post it up on the watch list. We'll put on our alerts. And also, if you're watching on social media, we'll post it on our Twitter/X, channel too. And also, if you're watching on social media, please make sure you like us and friend us. And you got that little QR code up on the top left-hand corner. You can just scan it or click on the link, and you could join our trading room, which will be here live all day long. All right, instead of just showing up at 9 and at 2:30. But in the meantime, good luck, everyone. Happy trading. We got 15 minutes. We'll start commentary once the market opens up. For everybody else, we'll see you back here at 2:30. Good luck, everyone. Trade safe.